Oh boy, I'm excited. Are you excited? Well, you should be, because today we're checking out one of the most fabulous weapons of all time. The Quassus Prime. The Quassus Prime are a pair of war fans that require Mastery Rank 13, and they do primarily slash damage with a decent chunk of puncture, which is very nice. They sport a fantastic 35% crit chance, an above average 2.5 times crit multiplier, and a decent enough status chance of 18%. Now, while the attack speed might seem pretty low at only 0.833, it's actually not a slow weapon because the animations are fast, so even though the attack speed is on the lower end, the weapon doesn't actually feel slow. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's by no means slow. Additionally, the Quassus Prime has the same unique mechanic as the standard Quassus, so heavy attack will throw out the daggers, which do primarily slash damage with almost just as much puncture, and these have the same crit stats as the normal attacks. However, the status chance is split in between the daggers, so it ends up being 2% per dagger. So yeah, let's give it a shot, shall we? Alright, first things first, we need to slap a bunch of stuff on this thing. They did fix the stats, so the crit and status and all that is good. Let's start off with the potato. We're also going to want an Exilus adapter as well as a melee arcane adapter. Wowee, this is expensive. Right off the bat. I'm not sure which stance I want to run. They're both pretty fluid. So let's try them out, see which one feels better. Yep, feels pretty good. Let's try Slicing Feathers as well, though. They do seem pretty similar. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh boy, here we go. We definitely want to go with Condition Overload on this one. Blood Rush is a no-brainer, as well as Galvanized Steel. And I think we want to run Elementalist as well. It's going to help with the status, and the status damage is going to be big. I do enjoy the reliability of Discipline's Merit. However, I am also 34 years of age, so having more time to react is good. My reaction time is not as good as it used to be. I think we go Vital and Electricity on this one. And we're gonna go with Stormbringer, not Stormbringer, that's primary, Shocking Touch to utilize the dash. And then we're gonna run Influence, which is gonna give us a nice combo of like AoE and single target between Influence and Heavy. And I think the last mod's just gonna be Weeping Wounds. This is magnificent, the damage is ridiculous, we're killing things way too fast, we're not even ramping up all the way. Yeah, this is the best kind of a build for Quassus because you have this lovely, fast, furious, frantic light attack build that feels very nice, but you can also use the heavy. This is the way to go. Also, look at these things. They're absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful weapon this is. Okay, let's get Harold and get some form onto this thing. We need to change his appearance. He does not match my frame. There we go. Bruh. There we go. Nobody saw that. First of all, I want to change on the stance for Slicing Feathers because the dash on Slicing Feathers has way more pizzazz than the one on Onslaught. I think we're going to say bye-bye to Vital. I thought Influence is kind of going to balance out the fact that we don't have extra range, but it feels bad. So we're going to run Primed Reach, and that's actually where our first Forma is going to go. Right under that Primed Reach. There we go. Lovely. This will also allow us to run, where is it? Berserker Fury for more attack speed. I would much rather actually have Weeping Wounds for now, just for the leveling. It doesn't make that big of a difference. I am gonna put Berserker Fury back in though, but I have Arcane Strike on my frame, so I'm getting enough attack speed for the weapon to feel good. Wowee, this feels so much better instantly. Just the extra pizzazz from Slicing Feathers is fabulous, but also the ramp up is much better because previously a lot of the enemies were actually dying from Influence and it was difficult to get to 12x. Nice and quick. Let's get a D right here. And unfortunately, yep, we're gonna be one short. That is unfortunate. Hello, my dudes and dudettes. One final Formage, which is, I guess, gonna be another V. Why not? 3 Formas, not too bad. Now, if you have Arcane Strike on your frame, or you're running like Warcry, and it feels fine without Berserker Fury, you could actually run Spring-Loaded Blade, or a Smite mod, or something else. Let's get it on. Dude, this is so fast and like fluid and furious and frantic and fabulous and all the Fs, fantastic. Yep, this is one of them builds that makes enemy density feel weird. Like, it doesn't feel like there are enough dudes, but my life support's full, so I'm obviously killing enough dudes to sustain it. This is such a good combination of stuff. The light attack stuff feels great, the AoE on Influence is ridiculous, and then the heavy attack is just fun, and it adds a ton of extra single target. This is perfect. It's not gonna rival some of the more ridiculous slam builds, like a maxed out Sampotis setup is gonna be better, but it's not gonna be anywhere near as fabulous. That's not to say that the damage is bad, by the way, the damage is very good. I'm curious about the Acolyte DPS though. Could be good, could be okay. We will see. I am somewhat tempted to put on Warcry, because like we already have Berserker Fury and Arcane Strike, so we have plenty of attack speed, but you know, more attack speed is just more good. Show yourself, demon. Where are you? Alright, come here. I whiffed. Okay, dude, that's way better than I expected. Alright, we're good. The heavy attack actually helps a lot. The heavy attack does a lot of upfront damage with the Tennokai. Methinks we're done. I can't think of anything else I would want to do here. This is just perfect. Feels nice, plays nice, damage is good. Just good stuff. So, here's the final build for the Quassus Prime, and it's absolutely fabulous. We have Slicing Feathers because it has far more pizzazz than the other stunts, and as our Tennokai trigger, we run Opportunities Reach, though you can run whatever you want. That one's up to you. For the actual mods, we have Galvanized Elementalist for status damage and status chance, Galvanized Steel for crit chance and crit damage, Blood Rush for crit chance, and then Condition Overload for damage. We followed it up with Weeping Wounds for status chance, a Shocking Touch for a buttload of electricity, Berserker Fury for attack speed, and then Primed Reach for range. The Arcane is kind of non-negotiable, it's melee influence, it just works really well on a weapon like this, it adds a ton of AoE to a weapon that has a really good single target. Now if like me you like a lot of attack speed, you can always slap on Arcane Strike and or Warcry on your frame. And I would also recommend you either run a pet that primes Vital as well as a bunch of other stuff for Condition Overload, or you run Nourish. Vital is a massive multiplier, so if you don't have it, the damage is going to be considerably lower. Oh yeah, and we're running Naramon to sustain our combo. The mod space is already pretty tight without us having to squeeze in a combo sustain mod. This is an absolutely gorgeous weapon that does really good damage, and it has a very fun, unique mechanic, so of course I'm going to recommend you give it a shot, or a swing, or I don't know what you do with fans. Fan yourself, I guess you give it a fan. Is that how you say it? I don't actually know. I am a big manly man, I don't use fans to fan myself, I just overheat and die. But anyway, definitely give the Quassus Prime a shot. It's very much worth it. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it means a lot to me. And if you have any suggestions for the series, no matter how silly they are, usually the sillier the better, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.